know that during the Vietnam War, 20% of soldiers were actually addicted to heroin? However, when they came back, only 1% were addicted. So in the last video, I explained the habit loop and how you can create new habits. So I'm going to explain how they were not addicted to heroin, and I'm just going to go through the psychological portion. That way you can implement this into your life. So as I said in the last video, the soldiers did the 4 things to break this habit, to stop using heroin. So they didn't intentionally do this, it just kind of happened and they stopped using. They made it invisible. They couldn't just get it in their cabinet at home. They didn't know nobody at home. They made it unattractive. They didn't need it to cope with war anymore. And it just wasn't satisfying to them anymore. So you're at war, you're extremely stressed. I've never been to war. However, I can imagine that it's not a very good thing. Very stressful situation. So therefore you use the heroin to kind of cope with it. But you're back home and you don't really need it anymore. So this is why so many people go to rehab over and over and over again. Because they go to rehab, their environment changes, they learn all these cues for the habit, that way they can stop using essentially, but then they come back into their old environment, whether it's friends, family, wherever the case may be, and everybody's using. They see all the 4 things. They see the cue, they see the response, they see it's rewarding, and they just have the craving for it. So they continue to use, and then they go back to rehab. So this is one thing that I do want to talk about, is changing up your environment. So I know some people, they can't work out at home just because of the environment. I know that I used to be like this before I was a little bit more disciplined. I would have to go to the gym if I wanted to get my workout in, because at home, I had too many other things going on. However, I still have my home gym in a certain location. Come into this spot if I want to work or work out. This is the only thing that happens in this room. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you how people who were literally addicted to drugs stopped, and how you can potentially stop a bad habit, or stop eating terrible, or actually get your butt in the gym. These next couple videos, I'm going to elaborate on habit building and how to actually build different habits, incorporate them into your life, and just make things a whole lot easier for you. Because if you have a schedule, you have a planner, you have the habits already built in, you are just set. You are on the road to success. I want you guys to share in the Facebook group any bad habits that you currently have. Maybe you're a smoker, maybe you don't meal plan, whatever the case may be. Just share your bad habits and how you're going to potentially knock the bad habits out.